A lot of people lose when they run. That's always
Right.
the chance you take. So how does it feel?
Well, it never feels good to lose
Yep.
because you never do anything that's a competition without hoping to win.
Right.
So you have to accept that. I've been on both sides.
Have
I've been
you,
a winner
have
and a
you-
loser in
have
many
you
things.
run before and lost?
No, and in election, no. I ran
Ah.
one other election and I did win, so I know how good that feels.
What was that?
5 years ago for the land bank.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
the first time you ran.
It was,
Yeah.
and I felt tremendous support from the community. It was a great experience.
Yeah.
And I feel that that's such a wonderful feeling of the community trusting in you that you go to work and you work hard because people elected you. It's not an appointed position, it's
That's right.
elected.
Right.
You take it seriously.
Sure.
So you work hard and you do your best. And I feel proud that I have, and I don't think it's a reflection that I haven't done my work. There's a surge for a change, and Neil Patterson is a terrific guy. He's well liked in the community, and I knew I was up against a tough one.
Yeah.
He's a good man, and I'm sure he'll do a great job as well. He's very conscientious and hardworking,
Yep.
and there'll be another spot for me.
You still want to serve?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm going to take a little break right now. You
Sure.
feel like you've been knocked around. Running a campaign takes
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of time
tough.
and effort.
Takes a lot of energy.
It is. It's good. But I do feel reseeded into the community, and I'll explain that. All the time you spend talking with people, you've known a lot of people for over the last 40 years that I've lived here, and you may see them on the street, but you don't really have a chance to stop and talk for a minute. And when you're running a campaign, everybody stops and talks to you, asks you your views, what are you doing, why are you running, what do you have to say? And that reconnection is the best part of the campaign. Win or lose, you feel that you really belong in the community.
Looking back, is there anything that you think you might change again if you had to run again in your campaign?
I probably would have reached out and asked more people to help me. I tend to be a person that says I can do it myself. I'm very independent, and I never really want to ask people for their time or their effort. If they volunteer, I say, great. But I think when you're running a campaign, you really need to go say, look, I really need help. Because the massive numbers is what really reaches out to the mass of people. And so that would probably be different
Okay.
if I ever were to
What are you
run
going to do
again.
with yourself now?
I'm still involved in several other committees, and I'll just keep working hard.
Oh, I didn't know you were.
I am.
What other committees are you involved in?
I am on the Harbor Plan Implementation Committee, which is actively working on preparing blue pages for the island, which would be a guide for how we can keep our water quality at its best and maintain the quality of life around our harbors and ponds. I'm on the Mattocket Conservation Association, which is again a conservation measure for the lifestyle and the mission of maintaining the preservation of Mattocket. And then the third one, which is new for me in this last year, which I'm really enjoying, it's completely different, is the Historic Structures Advisory Board, which is a sort of a filtering of all the historic projects that come before the HDC. They first go to a board to review them, so it just kind of culls out all the extraneous, and it's helpful. I'm learning a lot about preservation on the other end.
Oh, was that? So how would it? What does it call out?
Well, if somebody's coming in and wants to make major changes to a historic building,
Oh, I see.
and rather than having that board, which the HDC facing 50 applications on a given night, if the ones that are separated out, the historic applications, you already have said, this is bizarre, you can't go ripping out these old windows or this or that. We just point out the things. It's not a regulatory board, it's an advisory board.
I see. So you help them.
So we help them. We pick and choose which things to pay attention to. You shouldn't really put a roof walk here, or you can't really add some crazy canopy on the top of this, or whatever it is. And so that's interesting. I'm learning a lot about buildings and the history.
Do you have a job?
Do I have a job?
Yeah.
That is my job.
But do you work? Do you have a? You don't get paid much for that.
No, I don't get paid for those things.
you-
I worked very hard and built up my own little war chest
good
enough
for you.
to have a lifestyle that I
Because
can
you
be
used to
comfortable.
deliver ice cream.
I did for 25 years, among other
Seeing
things.
you
I
driving
scholed
that
for
van
15
around.
years. Yep, I did that. And I've always been in a little bit of property management. a little
Okay,
bit
so
of-
you got that to fall back.
yeah, a little bit of built a house for a rental. I have a year-round rental. That helps
we're
with
lucky to
morals.
have you. You know, I mean,
Oh, wait, I do have another job. In the summer, I shuck clams for Spanky at all his parties.
Good.
And I get paid for that. And that's a lot of fun.
all right. Well, good enough.
Yeah.
Well, Leslie, I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see you smiling.
Thanks. It's nice to be here and be smiling and nice to see you.